I wasn't going to record this. It's early afternoon, and I'm sitting here by the window, the sunlight spilling across the kitchen table, and I keep thinking, if I don't say this now, I never will. My name's Margaret. I'm 84, and I think I spent my whole life waiting for permission that never came. I married Frank when I was 22. He was a good man, steady, worked at the post office for 37 years, never missed a day. We had a nice house, nice life. But I remember sitting here when I was maybe 50, looking out the window and thinking, is this all there is? I wanted to go back to school, finish my degree, maybe teach. I was good with kids. But Frank said it didn't make sense. We didn't need the money. And what would people think? So I didn't go. I told myself it was the right choice, responsible. But I think about it now, how I let someone else decide what I was allowed to want. We had 2 kids, Linda and Michael. Michael wanted to be a musician, moved to California, try to make it work. Frank and we told him he was throwing his life away. We fought for months, and then one morning, he packed a bag and left anyway. I was so angry, felt betrayed, so I didn't call, waited for him to apologize first. He came back eventually, got a job, got married, lives about 2 hours from here now. But we never really talked about it. We moved past it. And now when I see him, it's like glass, talking through glass. I could have called, could have said I'm sorry, but I didn't. And I don't know if I'll ever get him back. When I was 62, I started getting chest pains. I didn't tell anyone. I thought it was nothing, heartburn, stress, something that'd go away. 3 years later, heart attack, right there at the grocery store. Doctor said if I'd come in sooner, we could have prevented it. But I didn't want to make a fuss. That's what I told myself. Really, I think I was just scared to admit something was wrong. I did that with a lot of things, actually. Ignored what my body was telling me. My knees started hurting when I was in my 50s. I just pushed through it, took some aspirin, kept going. Now I can barely walk to the mailbox without pain. Doctor said if I'd taken care of it then, done the exercises, lost some weight, it wouldn't be this bad. But I always had something more important to do, someone else to take care of. I put myself last, always, and now I'm paying for it. Frank passed 6 years ago, stroke. We'd been married 56 years, and I thought, after all that time, we'd said everything. But we hadn't. I never told him how lonely I was, how small I felt sometimes, even when he was right there. I thought we'd have time, sit down, really talk. But we didn't. And now he's gone. And all those words, they're just stuck inside me. You know what else I regret? I spent so much time worrying about what other people thought, what the neighbors would say, what my mother would think, what people at church would gossip about. I didn't go back to school because of it. I didn't wear the clothes I liked because they seemed too bold. I didn't speak up at family dinners when people said things I disagreed with. I just smiled, nodded, kept the peace. I thought that made me good. made me likable. But really, it just made me invisible. And the funny thing is, most of those people, they're gone now, or they don't even remember. All that time I spent worrying about their opinions, and it didn't matter at all. I spent most of my life trying to be good, doing what people expected, not making trouble. I said yes when I meant no, smiled when I didn't want to. I made myself smaller and smaller until I didn't even know who I was anymore. I thought, that's what you're supposed to do. But now I'm 84, and I can't even tell you who I was doing it for. It didn't make me happy, didn't make anyone love me more. It just made me disappear. There was a painting class I wanted to take, Wednesday nights at the community center. I never went. Told myself, next year, when things settled down, when I had more time. But next year never came. And now, my hands shake too much to hold a brush. There was a trip to Maine I wanted to take, see the lighthouses, the ocean. Frank said maybe when we retire. Then when we retired, he said maybe in a few years when we had more saved up. And then he was gone. And I still haven't been. I don't think I ever will. I haven't spoken to my brother Tommy in 15 years. We had some fight, something stupid. I don't even remember what it was about. I was hurt. Waited for him to apologize. He didn't. And now 15 years have gone by. I don't even know if he's still alive. I held on to grudges too, for way too long. My sister-in-law said something rude to me at Thanksgiving. Must have been 1997, maybe 98. I didn't speak to her for 8 years. 8 years, over what? Some comment about my cooking? I can't even remember now, but I remember the anger, the self-righteousness. I thought I was standing up for myself. Really, I was just wasting time. Time I'll never get back. I'm not saying this for pity. I've had a comfortable life. Roof over my head, food, people who care. But comfortable isn't the same as happy. And I think if I could go back, I'd be braver. I'd say the hard things, take the risks, stop waiting for someone to tell me it's okay to want something. I'd stop caring so much about what people think. I'd take care of my health before it was too late. I'd let go of the grudges, the pride, the need to be right. But I can't go back. That's the part that keeps me up. You think you have time, think you'll fix it later, call them later, do the thing later. But later runs out. And then you're sitting here by the window, afternoon light on the table, 84 years old, and you realize you can't go back, just can't. I don't know why I'm saying all this. Maybe nobody's even listening. But if you are, don't wait. Don't spend your whole life being small, safe, being what everyone else wants. Don't ignore your body when it's trying to tell you something. Don't hold on to anger that doesn't serve you. Don't live for people who won't even remember you in 10 years. Because one day, you'll wake up and be my age, and you'll wish you'd been braver. Anyway, I should probably go make some tea. But, yeah, time is shorter than you think, and it doesn't wait. If this story spoke to you, please hit like and subscribe. Not for me, for you, so you remember, so you don't forget what matters.